Today I will be making jerky. This jerky is going to be two different flavours. I'm going to show you how I de-sinew and cut the jerky into different pieces. Watch all the video to see all the tips and tricks. Hope you enjoy. Just forgot that I needed my sure way to get rid of the flowers. My hates the smell of this meat. So I'm going to do it outside. I personally find sometimes easier just rip the meat off. Sinew left. Sure way is working wonders. Nice bit of sinew before I get some actual chunks of jerky. About half a centimetre thick, roughly. And you can see it's definitely very much frozen. More of a pain, and on winter days it's a pain in the bum to cut cold meat. But it is significantly easier to slice it. As I said that, I just finished to stuff one up. I'm not a newbie to this, but by no means am I an expert. I just a humble man who likes meat. But no out of context statements necessary. Jerky. Food meat, not other meat. Making good time. Some of the wasted meat is actually just free to burn. Be careful where you're pointing your knife. Hopefully that is the only near hit I'll have. Don't tell my wife. She'll get cranky out of me. And it's only bleeding very minutely. A little bit of sinew. Maybe could leave it on. But again, more meat than I ever need with this stuff. That's a lie. I always need more meat. Surely you cannot do this. unfrozen meat. That one is a bit thick, I think. That even I was slightly impressed with that. So the waste was there, minimal. Very thin. Did not pierce the skin that time. It's great. I think. It might have. Don't tell me what. That's it for now. Be back with the marinade. Alrighty. We got 2 recipes. I'm going to do a mixture of smoked paprika and onion with garlic pepper. Measure it with love. I am actually measuring it. About 1/8 of a cup of the seasoning, and then 1/8 of a cup of should always get me lemon pepper spice blend. It's just a generic brand, nothing special. I think I got this one from Aldi. 1/8 of a cup each, 1/4 cup in total. That's that one done. The other one, soy sauce, garlic, and honey. Again, as you can see, just generic brands: garlic, soy sauce, and honey. And this one is going to be a bit of measuring with love. Honey soy garlic is one that never fails to please. Bit of the seasoning of the other stuff's fallen in, but nothing like a bit of variety. About 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'll probably do 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then, feeling fancy here, fresh container of honey. Oh, no, that one. Oops. That's right. Anything that's a good flavour should always mix well. Nothing like a bit of variety. And I'm thinking about just 1/4 cup of honey. Measuring with love. If anyone knows how to get honey out of a cup that has just been used and it's sticking, I would love to know. I have no bloody idea. I think I might have put too much soy sauce in.
You can never have too much soy sauce. Definitely.
You can.
I know.
I've made many dishes that have far too much soy sauce.
What do you want for lunch? You just want some of your leftover meat?
Maybe. Seems like it'll be any good.
Did you want a wrap or?
Yeah, a wrap would be nice. Spoon has failed me. Now to leave overnight. Get done the other day. First, some Glad wrap. Bring back on. Very important. Something I like to do is actually write notes of my recipes. This one, I'm just going to keep it simple. Honey, soy and garlic. When I can, if I remember, I write notes about how good it was as well. 1/4 cup honey, 1.5 tablespoons minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Pretty simple. The next one's even simpler. Don't even know what to call it. What's a good name? Citrus Paprika. Citrus and Paprika Spice Blend. 1/8 lemon pepper. 1/8. I don't even know what to call it. Grilling paprika and onion and garlic blend. You can see a bit of an odd combo. Goes well with everything, I'm sure. And pepper blend. Ingredients are there. You can see black pepper, salt, citric acid, bell pepper, garlic, sugar. Again, a few of them are doubling up. And that just means all the best flavours are covered. That's all done for now. Come back to it later. The next thing is to dehydrate it. After I leave it for maybe not 24 hours, but a day or so. As always, never forget to clean up. Last thing we need is the dog eating some random, maybe not eating, licking some random stuff. Especially, it's not good for her. Time to set up our jerky tray. Gotta keep them nice and consistent. Nice thin layers. This is where you really see if you did good even layers or not, which I very much did not. That's alright. Leave it alone. First batch. Next one up is my lemon and herb. An easy one to look at. Start with 5 hours. Good timing. Just doing a quick checkup on my jerky. There's quite a lot of flex to it without any real crispness. The ants are investigating. An unforeseen penalty of doing it outside. He's currently just flipping them over. Is it essential? I don't know. But it can be nice. No, I think I did not clean off the bench properly. The ants are coming and running. There's a way to potentially. Oh yes, that's what we want. A little bit of flex, but you can see there's bits and pieces. Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's it. Half a mind to try some. Do not underestimate that pepper. I think my brothers would like this one. Still got a couple of hours before it's ready. Alrighty. Alright, these are certainly done now. That's how you know it's done. Time for one more round. Maybe not. You know how I see. My wife would kill me. One hour. By then, it should be done. Alright. That's done. I would say I'm no expert. I've heard this about bacteria, but I am actually a bit of an expert. I actually know quite a bit about bacteria and shit. It's good to be safe. Right then, sorry. But that is it. I'll give you a rating of taste in a little bit longer. Rightio. Had a chance to try about both of these jerky mixes. Honey, Soy and Garlic was honestly a very standard mix. It is a good mix. It is a top quality mix. It's one of those unique blends that when you first try it, you're always surprised by how well the combination works. So good taste. However, I put too much honey in. A quarter of a cup of honey, I think, was a little bit too much for how much meat I had there. Not that a quarter cup of honey is going to overkill it, it just made it take a lot longer to dry out than I would have liked. Dehydrating well into the night, I just can't remember exactly what time, but it was a very late time. I'm recording this, so it's taken me a while to actually get time to record this one. Been distracted with work. So good taste, too much honey. Nothing too bad. Admittedly, at the end of the day, honey isn't cheap, it's not expensive, but the more you use, the more you're going to waste. Now, the Citrus and Paprika Spice Blend. Now, that was an interesting one. Very different flavour. I had my brother over to come try some. I always test my jerky up on my brothers. They can handle a lot more spice than I can. and he said it was the perfect beer drinking jerky, which I say is probably the best compliment that could be offered for a nice jerky mix. Everyone knows that beer goes well with jerky. Perfect beer drinking jerky is exactly what we like. Now, unfortunately, it is one that I am using 2 different pre-made mixes. Realised I spelled pepper wrong, but I was quite happy with it. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit too spicy for my taste. I think the citrus and paprika, they elevated each other, which, if you like spice, absolutely perfect mix. I'm a little bit of a softie when it comes to spice, so perfect beer drinking jerky, a little much spice, but admittedly it's not the worst one I've had. I once crusted an entire piece of jerky completely with steak pepper crust seasoning, and it was awful. But this one was very good. That's it for this one. If you want to see more, I'll put the recipe in the description. I'll give rough timings. It was a bit of a hodgepodge one. It took way longer than I was hoping to. It was a bit colder in the evening. Always a bit better to do dehydrating during the day where the natural heat is able to warm it up. But another one done. Catch you around.